Hey, what's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the Team Nerd Herd podcast, where our best advice here is if you want to do it right, collect what you like. But today, for our FANime talk segment, you know the way it goes. If you want to do it right, anime for life. And today we're going to get into part 2 of Blade of the Immortal. I got to tell you guys, I really enjoy where the story is going, and we're going to get into it. But before that, we'll do, the little roll call. Steve, how's it going, man?
It's going great, man. Just happy to be in Sin City, 702 for
That's right.
vacaciones,
There we go. There we go.
Missing my babies, my my little niece and nephew. Oh, shout out to my nephews, Artix and Atreyu, man. They're into it. They're into it. They just want to be podcasters themselves. And they some little babies. But it's your boy. We're ready to go with Blade of the Immortal. And I'm gonna go ahead and dish this back on to my brother, my blood brother, Eric the Phoenix. How you doing, brother? I miss you.
I'm doing well. I miss you too, man. But I'm hoping that, you just have yourself a blast out there. I know with fam, I know that's going to be a given, especially with Artex and Atreyu just like following behind you and whatnot, So yeah, shout outs to them. Yeah, man, I'm having a pretty good day. I'm just ready to get into this second half, So let's go ahead and holler at the herd chat. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Let's holler at the herd chat. First and foremost, let's go ahead and get the moderators, Team Nerd Herd moderators. There's some things that brewing, guys. Be on the lookout and be ready because these three gentlemen are hilarious. Brother number one, Rudy. My brother Rudy, what's going on?
What's up, Rudy?
He's the people's champion. That's how we deem him the people's champion.
Yeah, that's right.
Something Wong. Something white's always gonna happen when he's around.
Wrong.
And then de-anime, etc. De-anime, etc. Senpai. And then the music, man. You got to get those eardrums up popping. You got DJ Abomination and Plainclothes D. Much love, you guys. Thank you guys so much. And we're going to go ahead and hit the herd chat. We got to hit the herd chat.
Let's do
it. De-anime already up here. He's ready to rock.
There we go.
Yo, you got my man Bleeding Star, bleeding from the center.
What's up, Bleeding?
Man. He loves that anime. Anime for life. He lives it.
Breathes it.
All right, breathes it. Oh, you got Glenn 2K12, my horror
brother
hermano. Glenn, I watched Conjuring 3 today, and I just have to step away from Malevolent. Gotta love horror, man. I'm gonna watch that late at night. Comics are great. My brother Anthony.
What's up, Anthony? How you doing,
NY
player?
Warriors. And if you guys missed a rewind, go ahead and check him out. He was with us with Caroline, sweet Caroline, as a matter of fact, and Sparks Comics, man. We rolled it. Let's see. We got Inja. Binja is in the building. What's going on,
girl?
Inja?
How you doing?
Good to see you, girl. Good to see you. Man, she's I think she's saving up or in preparing to get a statue of from Nezuko-kan.
Oh yeah, Nezuko?
Yeah. Oh, Geek Driven, my brother Jeff. What's cracking?
What's up, Jeff?
Good to see you, my brother. We just hollered at brother Rudy. No. Oh, you got Alonzo.
How's it
my
going,
brother?
Alonzo?
What's going on, Alonzo? Much love, and we are all caught up to the Team Nerd Herd chat. We're gonna get you as you come in, but let's sink our teeth and let Eric get into this Blade of the Immortal Part 2. We got my brother Lord Chucks from the BLCC, the biggest little
Lord
city
Chucks?
collectors. What's going on, Lord Chucks? My brother, dude. Graffiti styles and everything. Block letters. What you want is what you get.
There we go.
Hit it, brother.
Let's go. All right, you guys. So jumping into this, we got episode 7, and we start to see a little bit more of the story unraveling, bringing in characters that we're seeing from, the Ichiryu side, as well as our main characters, Rin and Mr. Manji. And on top of that, we're getting some more major heavy hitters being brought in, you guys. And so we start out with Magatsu, who is a member of the Ichiryu. He's actually going to another village to meet with the head of the whole clan, the whole Ichiryu. And the leader, Anatsu, is actually having a conversation with someone. And while Magatsu is actually on his way over to meet the boss, he actually gets an assassination attempt on himself, and he disposes of these guys quickly. But he's trying to find out some information, like who put the hit on me, And the only words that they could kind of muster up is Kagaki. Oh yeah, what's up? And so as he's going, he sees another character kind of coming in who is actually having a meeting for himself with Anatsu. And so he is kind of questioning like what's going on here. So he is basically telling Anatsu, you know what, dude, I'm actually going to hang up my hat. I'm going to be leaving the Ichiryu. And so Anatsu, I figured it would be very similar to like kind of Akatsuki. It's, once you're in, you're in for life. You know what I mean? It's like gangster style. But there actually seems to be, they actually seem to be okay with you parting ways from their organization. And so as things progress, we get to see some other heavy hitters coming into play who's actually starting to assassin some of the members, and they're starting from like the ground up. They're going after the flunkies, the henchmen, the people that are trying to become like kind of captain like people in the mix. And these guys are no joke. The way they made these characters look, you guys, it's very reminiscent of Ninja Scroll, and I have to say a little bit of Naruto. Steve, did you catch any of that? With
yeah. With our dude that beheaded the underling.
Yes.
He looked like Killer B, and he looked like a little bit of some like a real dope Ninja Scroll ninja that they might have had,
yes,
like in the line. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
I was waiting for him to rap.
Yeah, dude, or do some head spins. With the bald head, right?
Totally.
But these guys are very skillful, assassins, and they're making themselves known. So with these characters kind of coming into play, we see that Magatsu is going to a village nearby that he's very familiar with. And he kind of has a lover, but he's not really committed, but he is very fond of this prostitute. She's head over heels in love with this guy, and he's just kind of like doesn't want to commit to anything, probably for the sake of her life. But unfortunately, because of their romance, she gets sought out, you guys, by one of these major players. And this guy goes by the name of Shira, and this guy is bad news, y'all. And he just takes her out, just very brutal, has no remorse for any kind of killing that he's about to do. It's just straightforward. Love the animation. Yes, indeed. Me too, Ninja Benja. And so this kind of sets the stage for now Magatsu soon to have his own personal vendetta, because as we roll into episode 8, we start to see a little bit more things kind of unraveling. We get to see a little bit of Manji. What's up, Sheena? How you doing, girl?
Hey, Sheena. What's cracking, girl?
We get to see Manji and Rin now a little bit more into this, and they actually get sought out by this new group. And they go by the name of Mugai Ryu. And so it seems like a very smaller kind of organization, very tight knit. But they're not only are they skilled in hand-to-hand, weapon combat, you guys, but they have a spy that's actually on the inside of the Ichiryu clan that is giving them intel on the whereabouts of certain members, and also other information that is actually going to come into play in a few more episodes. And so they seek out Manji and Rin to see if they're able to help assist in what's going on. And Manji is just kind of playing it off cool. And the thing about this is, for Manji, a skillful warrior as he is, so many familiar faces and names. Yes, indeed. He's still not fully convinced about them per se, even though there hasn't been any kind of attempts from them onto Rin and Manji, but he's just trying to figure out what the best play for them is. And obviously, being Rin's bodyguard, he's going to be the one to kind of making these decisions. But for Rin, it seems like as long as she's getting closer to her goal at killing Anatsu, the leader of the Ichiryu, then she's going to be satisfied either way. And so as things continue on in the story, we get to see some things happen with the mole that they have on the inside. He's passing down information to them, and they're wondering just how accurate this information is going to be somewhere down the road, because if they're going to make a partnership with these guys, then they have to be sure that this intel is 100%. And so what we end up going is we end up getting these groups coming in kind of 2 by 2. And so we got some team ups with She-Ra and Rin going after one group, and Imanji, as well as some of the other members, you guys. And one member, she's actually my personal favorite. She's goes by the name of Hyakua. And you guys, I feel like the female characters that they really have in this anime, very strong, very dominating in a very graceful way. I personally take to the female characters very well, especially if they do them upright, you guys. And so they Rin and She-Ra get confronted with one of the members. What's going on? What's going on? Chooses. And so She-Ra defeats these underlings that are part of the Ichiryu. But then Rin kind of sees something that is very off. Level 10 hard, baby. That's what this anime does, dude. It goes hard. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so Rin gets to see just a different side of She-Ra that is surfacing rapidly. You guys, this guy is just very sick and twisted. He takes out these 2 assassins that are kind of guarding one of the prostitutes, because they get word from their mole that Anatsu is going to be making his way across these borders. And because Anatsu is well known, they're basically making sure that if they got wanted posters of him, so he would be unable to just walk through these gates, no questions asked. He would be hunted down and slaughtered. So he has a plan on having these prostitutes just kind of all gowned up in the same kind of kimonos, and they're just basically all divergence to get him everybody else off his trail. And so Rin and She-Ra run into this group, and She-Ra kills the men, and he actually again just goes off on the woman, really being brutal on her. And Rin is just so worked up that she cannot take this anymore, and so she draws her sword to try to take out She-Ra, and She-Ra is about to take her out too when our main man, Mr. Manji, yet again comes in, saves Rin by chopping, throws this a chain with a bladed edge on the end, just quickly, easy, like butter, baby, just slices this fool's hands off. And She-Ra just like butter, baby. And She-Ra just runs off into the woods, like a dog with his tail in between his legs. And so this carries us over into episode 9, and things are just starting to now heat up, because all in the aftermath of their last battle, since Manji and Rin were the last 2 there that villagers saw, now there's wanted posters up on them, and villagers in that area are all just gasping and really don't want to go near them, don't want to do any business with them. And so Manji and Rin are going to have to split up. Woof, woof. That's right, Anthony. And so with their split up, Rin goes to a restaurant where she had actually had conversations with this one woman who was very empathetic to kind of troublesome women, like prostitutes, orphans,
She had a soft spot
individuals. Yes, she does have a soft spot. And so now that they're basically named, she's wondering, how am I going to be able to cross to get towards my goal? I need to cross the gate. And I'm not going to be able to do it if I'm, dubbed as a criminal. So this woman tells her about a family, an inn actually, that has had the reputation of being able to go in and help these individuals cross. And as Rin makes it over to this this inn, she gets familiar with the individuals of the house, and one of them goes by the name of Nakakia, yeah, and so Rin pleads her case and says, "I've heard that you guys help out, and unfortunately, the news that she hears is not what she wants to hear. Is that they've hung up that hat." They tell her a very tragic story about something that had happened in the past when they did try to do this, and it was pretty brutal, you guys. And the shogunate actually had made them watch this beheading of this individual, this woman that they had helped out. And so things are just kind of looking a little down. But Rin, being Rin and how she is, she definitely has a way with words, and she has a way similar to I feel like how Naruto was. I don't know about you, Steve, but this is something that I feel has with Naruto, how he's able to kind of admit kind of like his, help me out, I'll help you out, I feel like that's very similar to how Rin is, just in a very kind of melancholy, way, which, I mean, I get it. Her story, tragic,
but she weaves it well. I mean, she's able to convey that message to everybody. And I think everybody feels her pain. Absolutely. And they, like you said, true to the word, they're empathetic for her.
Yes. And so they make the agreement, they help her out, so much so that when Rin and the man from the inn, they both go and they actually go to the commissioner's office, to where you're able to get your pass to cross through the gate. And this is like a test, you guys. This is they know the man's face, and they know what had happened in the past with him. And so, pardon me, they're kind of thinking,
what's up, Brandon?
Brandon. They're kind of thinking, could this be another ruse? You know what I mean? Is this guy going to be pulling our legs? So they come up with 3 questions, and Rin is able to basically pass the 3-question test. However, he does give us one more test, because in the backstory that Rin gives these guys, one of them was that she had birthed 2 children, and that the pregnancy was very rough and the birth was hard. And so he says, if the birth is hard, then you should have some sort of proof to how hard it was. So he calls for the doctor. You know what I mean? He called the doctor, and the doctor said, right? So Rin says, you know what? That's not necessary. She says, I do have proof. And so when she unravels, takes off her kimono, you see a scar on her that is, it wasn't there before, and so you get a little bit of the backstory. The female that was at the end tipped her off and said, they're going to be asking you elaborate questions. So if your resolve is as strong as it is, you need to take this pain. You need to endure this. Otherwise, your dream of revenge is not going to come to pass. What's up, Something Wong? Welcome.
Hey, man. Now, baby.
Yeah. And so that takes us into episode 10, where Manji, we get now Manji's side of things, and Manji runs into Magatsu into town. They draw their swords up on each other, but they're quickly kind of calmed down, and they figure out that they're actually looking for the same person, because Shira is the guy that killed his kind of love interest. And Manji just, what's up, brother? Manji just took off his hand, you know what I mean? So Manji, not to say that he's like worried about Shira, but he still has him on the back burner and curious. So Manji and Magatsu join forces, and they're able to make their way down to try to cross these borders. And they actually get confronted by these flunky ninjas that are working for Shira. Shira just kind of fell off the deep end and basically wants revenge on Manji for his hand. And little does he know, Magatsu is basically out for his head. So they split up the group. Shira thinks he got Manji even by cutting off his hand, but little does he know about the worms that are able to keep his body together. So things, Manji just kind of brushes it off, no sweat, and just clowns him really as if he's just a rookie swordsman. And so this episode, you guys, it was very, very powerful, especially for seeing a different side of Magatsu, because obviously we're getting the picture painted that all these Ichiryu guys are just evil villains. However, we see that that's not the case. You know, some of these guys are just actually really good swordsmen and maybe just have an understanding towards their leader's resolve, but are now trying to, you know, maybe turn over a new leaf or lead a new life, or just be that vagabond swordsman and just kind of wandering off. So Magatsu is able to get his revenge on Shira, but you guys, it does not come lightly. Now, again, in in part one, we had told you guys that the action scenes, the sword play is just it's second to none, you guys. And this particular episode for me definitely displayed a lot of that, especially the toughness and how some of these swordsmen endure, you know, their attacks. And that's right, bloody mercs. Yeah. And so you know, so this episode was great. Magatsu gets even with Shira and actually chops off his other hand. So now this guy is you know, he's got two nubs, although his sadistic self actually shaved down the part of his bone from the hand that Manchi cut and started using that as a weapon. So this guy I have a feeling, Steve, chat, I have a feeling that we're going to see this guy somewhere down the road. He's going to figure something out. Kenshin super fast. Yep. And so no. I just wanted to see what Anthony had to say. And so as things kind of progress now in the story, we get to see a little bit more of now Rin's side, because since Rin ended up going past the border, you guys, she actually meets up with another character, a character that it just so happens that they're destined to always seem to cross paths, right? We get it in the beginning, we get some you know, towards the end, as in this episode. You know, we see that Rin actually gets to meet up with Anatsu, and Anatsu this character is very, very intriguing, you guys. I just have to say that there's things about him that is very honorable, and you really get to question exactly how he is as a person. And he doesn't harm Rin, even though Rin tries to kind of beat him up and stuff. But he lets her follow him. She's kind of been through the ringer, just kind of traveling, and you know, she's starving, she's just dirty, she's worn out. Mm-hmm. And so they actually share a little bit and get to grow in each other's character. He still kind of helps her with her resolve, and they kind of go and cross into other villages, you guys. And we get to meet up with another character, you guys, that again, another female character. Maki does make a little bit of a cameo here, where she you know, that it seems to be Anatsu's love interest, and they have a tender moment together. But it is short-lived, as they kind of have to keep moving, you guys. And so as things kind of progress, Anatsu is getting confronted with swordsmen. He protects himself and Rin. He had a country roll for breakfast, baby. And so as they continue traveling, Anatsu realizes, or Rin realizes, that Anatsu's looking pale, he's losing weight. And this is it's not a coincidence, because of all the battles that he has been fighting. One of the blades that has maybe pierced him, scratched him, you know, or cut him, was actually tainted with manure. And if that gets on you, or you know, any of that goes inside your body, it starts to create infection. And so things are starting to not look so good for him, you guys. And as he's trying to tell Ren, you know, we got to keep going, because while I still have the strength to fight, I need to, you know, we just need to press on. But even with his determination, you know, the body, it can only take so much, and they get confronted again by another group, a larger group actually, that is very capable because of their strength in numbers. And Ren is not necessarily the strongest swordsman here. she, you know, we see that these guys are going to come for Anatsu's head, and we get Manji and company. You guys, we get Manji, we get Magatsu coming into play, saving the day yet again. Although Manji really does want to question Rin as to, even though I'm your bodyguard, the task that I was set before me was to take out the Itoryu. Are these guys Itoryu? Are they? Do they deserve death by my hand, basically? And so she, you know, gives it to them and says, like, basically, yes, I'm giving you guys, like, yes, you know, we need to take these guys out. And so we get to see that, you know, we get Maki coming back, and she defends basically her love. And, you know, I really like how they focus in on her swordplay with her weapons. You know, she just has a very graceful way of just killing somebody. You know what I mean? I love samurai too. And so and the way Magatsu just shows his loyalty, even though he says, like, you know, like, that I'm leaving the group, you know, things kind of progress for him and enrich him a little bit, I felt. And so that ending up, that's basically kind of tying everything up, the meat and potatoes of it. You know, we do
in a nice little package.
Yes, we do get to see a little bit of you know, more of the members from the Mage Ryu, and you know, that's right, baby. And so we do get an episode where we get to see them. That one is very heartfelt, very tough to watch. There's torturing and everything going on in there, you guys. And there's a little bit of redemption. So some of these Miga Ryu characters, we are going to see some of them coming into play, where I'm hoping, fingers crossed, you guys, that we're going to get a little bit more of a bigger role for them. And so that is basically taking us into now into the part 3. And so there's you know, I'm just intrigued and I'm curious and wondering where this story is going. Personally, you guys, I really do enjoy the twists and turns that they're actually having us go through. So, and again, with the art and the music, you guys, it's just really keeping me captivated. So again, I strongly encourage you guys to watch this anime, as it will definitely leave you pleased, you know.
Brother Rudy, that's actually something that's a good marketing tool. I mean, you get D&D, like Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah. Why not flip the script and make it cater to different type of audiences? I mean, you got Marvel hero clicks in some sort of sense. That would be awesome. I would be down for that.
Yeah, man, get that going, dude.
Yeah, man. Oh man, Lord Chucks, man, having a sword, man. It's like shooting a gun too, man. You know, like when you shoot a gun, you got that power. When you get that sword, you're just like, you're like a Last Samurai. You know, like you're down on your knees. No pun intended. No pause. No effect.
We're not.
Once you hit that slash, it ain't. It looks like butter, baby, like Eric said.
That's right. You know, cut a cantaloupe in the air. You know what I'm saying? Start fruit swiping that.
Being like fruit ninja. You know.
Exactly. Get creative with that fruit salad, right? You know. That's right. But Steve, what can we expect for the rest of the week going on with Team Nerd Herd, man? Can you take us through it? What are we expecting the rest of this week, man?
Well, we can expect a lot. So let's go ahead and get you guys the rundown on what's going on for the week. You know, you guys already know that we got an introspective crew with an introspective view.
Woo!
But we got us a special guest. Michelle Moonlit Comics will be on introspective, and she's coming to whoop that ass. my girl's a historian to this. She's a pillar to the community. Her collection. I mean, if you didn't watch her Instagram, she just went kind of dug through her comic book stores collection that they just bought another, you know, collection. So I'm sure she's specking. She's getting ready. But you got my man Geek Driven. You got my man Jeff holding it down. You got the grumpiest asshole in the bunch, and the ass crack of America, JR. And then you got my boy Azores Tiger, the professor.
Yeah, Tiger uppercut right there.
I know, Tiger uppercut, or just let the tiger out, man. Yeah, and then you got the host with the most. You know, forget Alex Trebek, rest in peace. But you got Alonzo, man. You got comics and pops coming at you.
Yeah, so we got that Bob Parker mic, you know.
So we got that on Wednesday. Then on Thursday, we got Brother Rudy. We got my brother Rudy coming on that Mondo, that mighty fine Mondo Mail Call show.
Yay.
Woo! Then, we got Sunday. We got Sunday top picks as well. We
Loaded,
also
baby.
got Alonzo making his debut over at my brother Raging Cajun Comics, comic collector treasures. Comic and collecting treasures. So you're gonna be able to see a little bit of what Alonzo has as well. And my boy Alonzo, believe me, I've been to his crib. We visited, chilled. I was just wanted to tell Alonzo what's over there, and they just kind of run out the door with a bunch of boxes.
I know. You guys seen his background, you know what I mean? He's got one of the illest backgrounds.
You haven't seen the man's room. I mean, that man has books on books on books. Alonzo has everything, man. He likes to take bits and pieces of everything, but the fine art that he does get, you guys. Oh yeah, I'm about to do that my damn self, Chewy.
Y'all smoke signals. I'll be looking, Papa.
Too much stuff, my man said. Too much stuff. That shit is so easy. What movie is that? Yeah, man. But Eric, every time you give us a rundown on these animes, man, you just have a way with words. You have a way of painting the picture. What was your favorite part in these 6 episodes that we watched for part 2?
So honestly, I feel seeing episode 12 really did tie in 2 opposing characters. You have Anatsu, who is basically the one that is causing Rin to be on this vendetta. However, he's not just killing her off, just to kind of kill the family, but he's teaching her and like helping her get a stronger resolve in order to basically, be in the way of the warrior and obey the way of the law of the sword, to take his head, because he's not saying, I'm not going to let you do it. He's like, if your resolve is strong and you start to skill up, you start to, tighten up and get your swords right, I'm here. And if you take my head, basically there's no hard feelings. It just comes down to the better swordsman. So the fact that he's actually teaching his enemy, I don't think he's viewing her as an enemy exactly, but he's helping cultivate like a younger kind of generation or to continue on that generation. You know what I mean? I feel like he's trying to preserve what's left of an actual honorable swordsman style and not just go for the fame of the name. Because that's not what he's about. He's saying if your school, your dojo is good, your sword's got to do the talking. It's not the people. You know what I mean? It's not the stars you get on Yelp. That your dojo's dope. You got to have top warriors who are willing to lay it all on the line. And so that is something I felt with episode 12 that I actually got a lot out of that.
Oh yeah, DAnime.
Yes,
I would definitely recommend.
I might just buy this. You should at DAnime. You got a lot of stuff, player. I know you do too.
Oh yeah, man. DAnime. If you guys missed the rewind on DAnime this past Sunday over at my brother Raging Cajun's channel, JD, it was a good show, man. My brother DAnime has tons of stuff. Truer to the fact, anime, comics, toys, and my man got a sense of humor like no other. He was over there having JD in
and guns too, and guns,
right? I can't even show my guns.
It's
all falling down. It's all boop. Yeah. I think my favorite part, man, was when who's the person with Manji? I always forget that guy's name. He already fought him in the Magatsu. Yeah. So I think the humane part of that in those 6 episodes was that part. He came back, saw that she was dead, felt a little remorse, but he has an answer to why he can't. I mean, he's immortal too. I mean, he's basically been around forever. He's had wives, he's had children, some children older than him now. And when you're walking, like, and you're becoming a vagabond, you see so much death in life. Kind of like what Wolverine's done, right? Wolverine is truer to a Ronin or a samurai because he's seen a lot of war. He's seen a lot of trials and tribulations. And you become heartless at that point in time, but you still have a sense of grace. So, I mean, for me, that was my favorite part. It really felt like he felt remorse. And his way of the sword, unfortunately, the person, caught the brute end of the stick and it wasn't from him.
Right. Yeah. No, I feel your sentiments, man. I mean, this is a very powerful anime with very unique characters. with a certain backstories, I tell you guys, they just end up grabbing you. They really tug at your heartstrings, you know. So
Oh yeah,
I mean, that's
Glenn
what I
knows
say.
what's up.
Yep. Yep.
All right, man.
Yeah. Good
So,
luck in Vegas, baby.
oh yeah, man, we're
Yes.
gonna hit the craps tables. You know, maybe press my 8s, press my 10s, press my 6s.
Yeah.
You know, and maybe come back with some Skrilla.
There we go, man. That's what I'm hoping for.
How else am I gonna buy some damn comics and toys? Shit,
That's right. You got to feed. You got to fuel the fire right there, man.
gotta feed the beast.
Yeah. Yes,
All
man.
right.
Well, with that, you guys, thank you guys again for joining us. You know, please, come back next Monday for part 3, you guys, because I have a feeling that we're going to be getting into some more heavy things going on. So yeah, dude, and please, you guys, I see you guys giving Steve the love from the chat. Please, keep your fingers crossed. Say a little prayer that he, gets some win-ins up in here.
Lord Jesus, please help Steven roll that. No, don't have him roll the 7. Dang,
Yeah,
see, I was gonna screw my own self right now.
Yeah. Yeah, so send him the love and the good vibes.
Lord Chucks, it's on Amazon Prime, my brother. Blade of the Immortal.
Prime.
Monday fun day. You damn right. Oh,
Yeah.
All right. So let me go ahead and finish this, and then Eric, you could take us out. So before we leave, give us a like, comment, subscribe, comment. Tell us what you guys think of Blade of the Immortal. Comment and tell us what you guys are watching. We want to know. Maybe that's the next thing we pick off that, dare I say it, low-hanging fruit tree. Nah, we don't do that here.
Yeah.
Nah, we don't do that here, man. We go with some true animes. So definitely hit us back up. I know my man Eric's definitely opening, the doors to more anime, bringing up more things that he's read in his time. And I think that's the best part, man. I go to my brother to ask about anime. I go, tell me the story.
Yeah.
And I sit down. I make myself comfy.
Yep. I go to you guys, the community. You guys, I love how many of you guys really do enjoy just seeing this different aspect of, the animations from, the Far East, and, the love you guys have for it. A lot of you guys have so much knowledge, and I just love chatting it up with you guys on IG about different types. So, we like to top shop right there, Sailor Moon. There we go.
Much love, much love, y'all.
Thank you, Sheena. Thank you. But with all of that being said, we'd like to thank you guys once again, all from the herd. You guys are a part of the fam. And with that being said, you guys, if you want to do it right, anime for life, baby.
For life. Much love, y'all. Have a great week.